Today I fucked up by eating a free gumball. I'm 23 years old, and I admittedly deserved this for my cheap, filthy ways. Earlier today I was in a grocery store with a friend who was finishing up a transaction with the cashier. I checked 4 candy dispensers, all empty. One last chance. I opened up the very last dispenser, and to my joyous, dirty surprise, I find a delicious blue gumball just waiting to be devoured. Without any thought or inspection, I excitedly tossed it in my mouth and bit down. At the exact moment of impact from my teeth to the gumball, blue paint bursts all throughout my mouth and starts flowing down my face. Someone put a motherfucking paintball in the gumball machine's dispenser. So there I am, a sad, teary-eyed grown man in a heavily populated grocery store, freaking out in disgust as I spit blue paint out of my mouth by the candy machines. I'm certain I looked ridiculous, and I'm still brushing my teeth. Too long didn't read. I ate a free gumball which turned out to be fucking paintball. WTF. Those damn blue balls. Edit, thanks to the cutie who gave me silver. Most today I fucked up posts could double as a PSA, this one included. Thanks for taking one for the team and sharing your story. That is brilliant. Good job championing that fuck up so some sucker little kid didn't have to. If you think about it that way. I just saved a random kid. You took the blue pill and didn't wake up in bed believing whatever you wanted to believe. Maybe there isn't a choice. The rabbit hole gets deeper. Ooh boy. Lamau, bet you had that taste in your mouth for a while. Don't remind me, God. Today I fucked up by wearing a Halloween costume to school. This is a case of me being a chronic dumbass. I thought that because it was Halloween today that other people in a normally holiday-loving school would wear at least a prop or one of those bouncy antenna headbands with pumpkins or ghosts, but nope. Not a soul. Nobody wore or did anything to celebrate. I know it is a holiday that you eventually grow out of, but since costumes are my passion, I spent months on a bright orange pirate coat and made a costume to go underneath. I'm not usually the extrovert, and due to a few recent unfortunate events and my shitty mental state, I'm only at school like 50% of the time, and I thought maybe this time I can have a bit of fun just this once, but fate had other plans for me on this rainy Halloween. It's safe to say I was embarrassed and felt bad and surrounded and like a freak. If I see someone else with a costume on I might feel better, but this was overkill. I'm in 11th grade and thankfully because of that I likely won't be made fun of, but costuming will always be my passion and someday I will feel okay being the only one in a crowd of people. Edit, since so many people wanted to see it, here is the link. Edit 2, thank you all so much for telling your stories and comments. Reading them I was honestly about to cry. I felt so alone today, and you made me feel like I could do anything. Thank you for all the love and support, and there are no words to describe how much I love everyone that said something. This means so much. Too long didn't read, wore bright orange pirate coat I spent months on and looked like a freak in front of an entire school. I am 32 and came to work dressed up for Halloween. Your schoolmates have just forgotten how to have fun. Don't let everyone else being unfun kill your fun. You rock. Dude, I misinterpreted Dress to Kill Day at my high school, and showed up as the Grim Reaper. And when I say I went all out, you better friggin' believe I did. Robe? Scythe. Facial prosthetics to make my face look like a skull. I made a wooden coffin. Yeah. Best day ever. You're my hero. Honestly, thank you so much everyone. Because of what everyone said, I have decided to put the costume back on and wear it with pride. I will update people with pictures in a few hours when I have the ability to. Seriously, thank you so much for the support everyone. Smile. You post this but no pictures so we can see how badass your costume is. Come on. Also, high school isn't real. I hung out with 0 people from high school basically the second I graduated. Live life. Have fun. Carpe diem. Find what makes you happy and do that shit. Maybe you can make a living out of it, or maybe you do costumes for community theater and love it. Life is too short to worry about how people see you. If you're not being an asshole to others, you are doing great. I will post pictures in a few hours when I am able to get a good room and lighting. Pictures are coming since so many wanted them. Smile? Would have loved to see your costume. Don't give up your passion for others. If you like costume design, go with it. The people that make a name for themselves, who aren't average, are the ones that put the hard work in and looked past the embarrassing moments. Don't be average, we have enough of those people. Today I fucked up by chuckling away being overpaid. Obligatory. This concluded today. I've been working for Uncle Sam for about 7 years now. I'm severely desensitized to government fuck-ups, and one day I received a letter from FAS, the guys who actually pay us, that I was overpaid 2 whole cents. Silly, I thought, between the postage, which for the government is free, but for someone it costs something, which I could probably estimate to be around 75 cents, the man-hours of sorting, sending and tracking that damn letter, and the gas money used to ship the thing to my front door. It was probably a $5 letter. To collect 2 cents. Laughing it off, I taped it to my fridge as a reminder of whom I work for and why I should always pay my taxes as they are put to good use, looking at UF35, and forgot about it. A month later, 2 weeks ago, I get another nastygram in the mail but at the job. We contacted you at address XXXXX. If this is not your place of residence, please update it and give us our 2 pennies. Now I'm kinda miffed and beyond amused that not only do they pay me before I ever see my money, meaning that fuck-ups are entirely on them, but now I'm being hounded for their fuck-up, and collectively we are all down about $10 of taxpayer money. Being the Class A humorous guy that I am, I send an envelope with 3 pennies in it, and a poorly written sticky note saying here your 2 cent, I counted et al myself. I load me job. Covered the entirety of the envelope in stamps, Harry Potter style, and threw that fucker in the unit mailbox. This was a bad play because apparently feds have no sense of humor. 2 weeks later, 1 week ago, I got called into my officer's office. Not a place an enlisted man ever wants to be. I was sketched out, but it does what it's told. I'm standing there on the rug when he pulls out from his desk an envelope from our paycheck people. Mind explaining to me why I received a letter containing a single penny with a note explaining how you overpaid $19 postage on a letter, over a 2 cent payment. Well sir, they spent like $15 now sending me mail, so I thought I'd compensate them with a cent extra and some stamps to help out. Patriotism, you know sir. Well, if you feel that patriotic, you can patriotically volunteer your free time too. We need these floors clean for reason, and we're looking for a Class A go-getter to clean them. Apparently captains have no sense of humor either. Until tonight, I've been spending my free time mopping a lot of floor space. Thank you Army. I will never forget you. TLDR, Army overpaid me 2 cents. I paid them back 3 and had to mop floors for their fuck up because feds have sticks up their asses by birth. Couldn't they have just withheld the 2 cents on the next paycheck? Yes. However, mail is apparently the future. Funny thing, a few years back I was overpaid something like $30 and never noticed, till I pulled up a lay for leave. 2 pennies though. Big money is different, I suppose. I would have sent in 2 letters. One with the extra penny, and one demanding that they mail you the other penny back because you overpaid them in error. Apparently captains have no sense of humor either. You think this? But I'll bet you 4 pennies that he laughed his ass off about it to somebody that afternoon. 4 pennies. Woo. Better write that in a check. Dangerous to carry that much dough around. My favorite part is how if they underpay you, you can expect the difference starting 3 paychecks from now and distributed over the following 4. But if you are overpaid, hope you didn't spend the extra, because that's coming out of your next check ASAP. Air Force once randomly started sending my pay to someone else. Took half a dozen visits to finance to get them to start addressing it, 2 more checks for them to actually fix the issue, and another 3 to have them slowly repay me. Even finance hates finance. Deleted. I swapped my phone contract to a better one, and the one I swapped from sent me a letter to collect 2 cents of unpaid bills plus 1 cent on top interest. I kept paying them 1 cent with online banking for months until they suddenly just stopped sending me the letters. 50% interest, WTH.